and welcome to another Zach Carnage video, and this time we are doing my top 5 of miniatures which I have painted and I think look kind of cool. They're just sort of my favourite ones of all the ones that I've done sort of in the past. I am going to be doing this in order, but keep in mind that some of them, it's not about the way they look, it's about the things that I learned in painting them. So we start with number 5, one of my Kryptek wraiths with whip coils. Obviously this is the magnetized version, so I could take that off, but then the whip coil's going to fall out. But yeah, I really enjoyed painting this guy. All of the unit were really a lot of fun. Testing out the dry brushing techniques and the lining of the edges was really quite fun. I think this is one of the ones where I didn't actually use washes, it was all just dry brushing and different colours and stuff. And I mean, it was all of these wraith models, I love the way they look. I know some people don't like them. It's just a really personal thing. They look quite big and bulky, but I just think they look very powerful. I don't think that they necessarily look the way that they should according to the fluff, but I do think that they look very cool. So that's my number 5, the Kryptek wraith. In number 4 we have my first ever Eldora character model. So we have an autarch here. Let's see if I can go in a bit. This guy isn't painted particularly well. I mean, for Eldora you will find people who have painted better ones. This is just, it's painted alright, but it was the first one I did and I really enjoyed it. There's just something about painting Eldora which is a lot of fun, and I really should do it more often because I enjoyed it so much. Like many Finecast models, this has the leaning problem, and because when I built this I didn't have any small magnets, the arms and the backpack are actually blue tacked on because I didn't want to have to choose specific options, so I can switch them out at any time. But I did really enjoy painting this guy. I like the sort of clean look and feel that he has. I love doing the gemstones and stuff, and yeah, I think I learned quite a bit in painting him, which was a lot of fun. Sorry for that intermission. So yeah, basically I've pretty much finished talking about this guy, but he was a lot of fun to paint and work with, and I really do like Eldora. I should paint them more often. But he was Finecast, which was kind of annoying. Anyway, on to number 3. So for this, I have of course chosen a Tau model. Whew, I'm going to have to zoom out for this. Yeah, the XV8 Crisis Commander. Or I think it was 805 Enforcer or something. But yeah, I really did enjoy when this model came out. Fixing on the base and working with the fact that it leans so much was really quite a good lesson in working with green stuff and using sand to disguise green stuff, which I think kind of worked. And it was fun to be able to use like this bit of a hammerhead. Just using terrain. It was one of the first models where I actually essentially built a base. I mean, it's not I didn't really do very much, but I loved the way that the Tau look. So for my models, this is probably the best painted Tau that I have. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold I'm trying to get over. But yeah, this is the best painted Tau miniature that I have. It was a lot of fun sorting out the magnets so I could switch out all the weapon options. And Tau looked very clean, and I think I kind of got that across. Well, in most of the armour I got that across, in a couple of bits it's a bit messy. But hey, it was fun to do, and I think the guy just looks awesome. So that's why he is number 3. Number 2, I of course have to put in a Necron model. Been a Necron player for a long time. Well, been a Tau player for longer. But I think my YouTube channel is more Necron focused anyway, so here we go. the custom Kryptek that I built from bits of Praetorian, bits of Deathmark, and this is where I tried some OSL, and I think it turned out okay. Funky tail. Sorry, I'm going to reduce the amount of talking I'm doing because it's going to gradually become more and more croaky and be more annoying. The highlighting for this was a lot of fun, so yeah, that's why this is my second place. And number 1 is going to Kisselinchrom. Why? Well, it turned out okay. And it's a Grey Knight. I think Grey Knights are very good looking models. And I like the way that Castellan looks, especially I like the pose and the awesome sword with the custom engraving in it that he has. Obviously, it's not actually just a custom Grey Knight sword. It is, of course, his demon blade. Yeah, and all the little details were fun to work with. Again, you'll find better painted versions online. But this guy was just my favourite to paint, and he's really cool. Everything about this Grey Knight guy, this Kisselinchrom model is cool. It was a little conversion, kind of, and I removed the banner and put on the halo so he can be any champion guy, and yeah, I just like that. And we will of course have a special mention for this guy, the Chaos Space Marine, who has fallen from the ranks of his Space Marine brethren and has the mutated arm, which is why he didn't make it in. Because I think he's probably painted better than some of the top 5 that I've shown today. But there were just bits about him which meant that he didn't get into it. Like, I didn't like the way that the blade came out, really. From a distance it's good, but up close it's not really what I wanted. And then of course the funky loopy arm, which I've had to just make up some story about. Yeah, but he's getting a special mention because I think he's one of my best painted armor sets. So I think the armor turned out really nicely on him, and I've had some people comment on it saying it looks really good. And I think that's in my opinion, I agree with that. I mean, I did really like painting his blue armor, which kind of makes me wonder why I didn't play Ultramarines and start owning people all the time. Then I realised that Tau are just cool. Tau and Necrons for the win, all the way. And then a little bit of Chaos, because Chaos are cool too. And, if you like Grey Knights, that's cool. But I'm still going to kill you with my pulse rifles and gorse. But as always, thank you for watching this video. Let's see if we can get everyone in for a final shot. Am I going to be able to? Might have to move the camera back a bit. And of course, the Kryptek for Kryptek. No, it's not actually for Kryptek, it's my Kryptek. Mine. But yeah, those are all the guys. As always, thanks for watching. If you want to respond with your own top 5, you can do that to enter my competition if you feel like you want to. But don't forget to actually tell me that you've entered, because I can't just go around YouTube searching for all top 5s ever and assume that they're all entries for my competition. I just don't have the time. But, my competition is still going to be going on until the 25th. So if you can leave a comment down below if you want to enter, or if you've got anything you want to say about these guys or my top 5, or if you want to talk about your own top 5, that would be awesome. I love getting comments from you guys. Don't forget to like, because it really helps to motivate me, and I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next video.